Hi, I'm Paulina and I study English with Outcomes Advanced. Welcome aboard. Today we continue working with Unit 3, Culture and Identity. And beforehand, I must say sorry for not having a lesson on Monday. It's just because I had too much stuff on. Sorry for that. I skipped it. I had no power, actually, and no time, obviously. And also, I should prevent you from unsatisfactory face emotions that I'm gonna share with you today. I don't know what happened, but right before the lesson, I lost touch with my enthusiasm that I had like 2 hours ago even, but now I'm so I don't know what the word to say. I kind of I've just out of this reality. I don't know why, but anyway, I had to do it, have to do it, just because we have to continue, we have to keep going, no matter what is happening, no matter what we are feeling. I mean, it does matter, yes, of course, your feelings and if you have power or not, but I will try. I will try. Okay. So, our home task was only to revise some words, actually our active vocab, right? That's it. So today we continue working with the words considering household objects topic, right? And we're going to start right away from the reading, okay, section. Let's just go, right? So last time, let me remind you, sorry. Let me remind you what we had last time. So we revised some words. I mean, copper, a pen, unblock the toilet, and so on. And we read the introduction to the text, right? Foreign objects. And also we summarized its main idea. And it was that definitions of normality vary across time and across different countries, and what is good for once is may not be that good for others, right? Now, sorry, we read the rest of the article and then we discuss some questions. Okay. So first, let's read about Inha, South Korea. I've more or less got used to most of the odd things I've encountered in Britain, the houses that are old and draughty, the fitted carpets on the stairs and even in the bathrooms, the presence of kettles and toasters in every single kitchen. One thing I still struggle to understand, though, is why so many places still have separate hot and cold taps at the sink rather than a mixer tap. You have to feel the sink in order to get the water at the right temperature, but then you can't rinse your face properly because the soap stays in the water. It's much better when with a mixer tap because you can wash with running water. In fact, what drives you really mad is there is no plug. Then you end up either getting freezing hands or burning them or trying to move between the two. Useless. Actually, I'm on the speaker's side here, and I want to discuss it right away. I mean, I can't get this idea still. In 21st century, they can't to make like mixer tap, right? They can't rinse their faces. So how do they do that? Really? Do they rinse their faces with only cold or only hot water? It's strange. Okay. Jim from Northern Ireland. There are loads of things I've noticed here in Spain that are different to back home. For example, in Belfast, I used to live in a basement flat, which people here find really weird, as basements are mainly used for storing things. Then there is all the kitchen equipment. We've got a jamonero, which is kind of clamp that holds meat in place while you slice it, and a paellera, which is this flat, round, shallow pan with two handles for cooking paella in. And I'm sorry, a lot of the time, full cook on gas burners to ensure the heat is evenly distributed. So of course we have one of those as well. Best of all, though, is the brasero, a kind of electric heater that you place under a table covered with a long cloth, going right down to the floor. All the heat gets kept in, and it's lovely and cozy when everyone's sitting around the table. Well, okay, clamp that holds meat in place while you slice it, so like it fixes it, yeah, at one place so that it's comfortable to cut the slices. Nice thing, okay, but we don't have it. It's not a common practice here in Russia, right, to have such thing. And I have never even seen this thing in our kitchens. Paellera, flat, round, shallow pan. I think nothing special here. And as for brasero, we also, I have never heard of this before. I mean, in Russia, I've never seen it. Neither I tried it, so nice thing, I guess. Okay, pasja, from Poland. I'm Polish, my husband is Brazilian, and we met in Sweden. We've been living in this hometown of Belo Horizonte for the last 4 years now, and life is different here. For example, back in Lublin, I used to love soaking in a nice hot bath, but here we don't have even have a tub. It's much more of shower culture here, usually both before and after work, as it's so hot and humid. Another weird thing for me is the fact that the place we're renting has a large, deep, separate sink next to the washing machine in this kind of little utility area where your clothes can be soaked and scrubbed and more delicate items can be washed. Oh, and I mustn't forget that staple of Brazilian kitchens, the pressure cooker. We use ours all the time, especially when cooking black beans. Feijão, maybe, I don't know. So, what things do we have here? The absence of a tub, no bus, shower culture. It's clearly explained here, right? Just because it's hot and humid, no need to have a bus. Deep separate sink next to the washing machine. Actually, this is a nice thing, I think, just because you don't always need a washing machine to wash your clothes, especially like underwear, for example. You can wash it every day with your hands, nothing special, I mean, really. But is it okay to place a special thing? I mean, do we need this? It will take extra space, you know. I don't know. And the pressure cooker, I think Russians use it everywhere. I mean, almost in every home we have this thing, so no surprise here. And finally, Ed from Canada. I spent 2 years living and working in Qingdao on the east coast of China and found the homes there quite fascinating. Most people I knew there live in apartments in high-rise blocks, and though they do have some modern appliances, dryers were unusual, and you'd often see washing hung out to dry on the balconies. Yes, it's true. Some places lack fridges too, which didn't seem to bother people as much as you'd expect. All the food is bought fresh in the market every day. My place didn't have an oven either, which somewhat reduced the scope of my cooking, though I got pretty good at using a wok, a big round Chinese frying pan, on just a single gas ring. One other weird thing I remember is that when you enter a Chinese home, you'll usually find a shoe shelf that you can place your shoes on while visiting. Things here are the absence of dryers. Of dryers. They are unusual for them. They still hang things out on the balconies. It's true. I've seen it many times when I was in China. Also, the absence of fridges. I didn't remember that. Don't remember that, but I believe that is so. Which is for me very unusual. Though I cook every day, so obviously I don't cook for the other day. I mean, apparently I cook and then I eat. That's it. And then I wash the dishes, of course. But so in general, maybe I could also let go fridge. Maybe. My place, no oven. Okay. If it's not about your traditional cuisine, then why on earth should you have an oven, right? And the wok, actually, it's been my dream since I first saw it in China, and I mean how it is used. But now sorry, I have to remember the word. I eat healthy food mostly. I mean, almost no fat during the day. So I don't think I will need a wok. Now, so coming back to the questions we have. So are any of the things mentioned usual in homes in your country? Okay, let's go back and work again with the words and remind ourselves the things. So I will circle on the line anything that that is common for us in Russia here. So fitted carpets, no, I don't think so. Carpets in the bathrooms, yes, but they are not fitted, I think. So carpets in the bathrooms, if I can elicit it this way, so yes. Kettles in the kitchens, sure. In kitchen, kettles, we have, I think there is no family in Russia that doesn't have a kettle, because we are tea drinkers, I think, as well as coffee drinkers, but we like tea generally speaking. Speaking of toasters, I'm not sure. I don't think it's rather popular among people, but still some people do have toasters. Mixer tap, we do have mixer tap, thanks universe, right? So we have a mixer tap. That's it. And plugs. We do have plugs, so there are loads. In Northern Ireland, basements. Actually, for us, as I know, our basements are used for storing things only. I mean, in all our blocks of flats, people do not live in the basements. Though, let me show you something. In our old town, I mean, the part of our old town, we do have some like this. Yeah, here you can clearly see it. So we do have some basement floors, where people still live, but it's not a common practice at all. So you see, so there are such buildings with this things, but they are not common practice, and people not always live there. So I can't say that. So I'm on the speakers, not on the speakers, I'm on the Northern Ireland's page with this. Kitchen equipment, no clamp that holds meat in place, no. Paellera, yeah, flat round shallow pan with two handles. I don't think it's a common practice to have a pan with two handles, but so then no, I don't underline it. And the brasero, nothing like this. I've never heard of this. A nice hot bath. So I think majority of Russians do have baths, do have tubs. So it's a common practice for us to have a bath after a long day, difficult day, or if you have just come from a cold street. I mean, yeah, especially in winter, the quickest way to warm yourself up is to take a bath. It's really nice. It's relaxing. So again, I have commented it already, but deep separate sink next to the washing machine. I don't think we do have. I think we use just kitchen sinks as well as basin. Yeah, basin. This is the word to say the sink in the bathroom, right? No, yeah. So wash basin, right? So we use wash basins for that. What else? Pressure cooker. I have already told you. Yeah, we do have this thing. Almost everyone does, especially older people. Because but I think moms also, just because you can easily cook there without even touching anything, you see. And finally, as for China things, so fridges are everywhere, so I can hardly imagine any family without a fridge, as well as a dryer. So we all have dryers, but in the countryside, it's a common practice to dry the clothes outside, to hang it out to dry. So that's fine. And I still see sometimes the clothes that is hanging on the balconies. Still see, but I don't use it. Maybe just because I don't have a balcony. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this, sour face, but I have no energy. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I'm just experiencing it, that I don't have any energy. I just want to lie on the bed, look in the ceiling, or even close my eyes without even sleeping. What happened? I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry. Using a walk. I know no one who uses a walk now, but I think it will become popular with our people. We just need to have it a go, to get it a go, to give it a go. Sorry. And shoe shelf. It's obvious for us. I think it's a common practice in Russia to take off your shoes when you enter building, not the building, the flat or the house. So almost everyone has this shoe shelf, a kind of this thing. Anyway, we leave shoes in the hall, in the corridor. Okay. I mean, almost under no circumstances will we enter the house without taking the shoes off. The only cases when we don't do this is when someone died and we want to say sorry to the person, and we just come in and say, or if it's, for example, like some services that come, for example, emergency stuff, if it comes in, they don't take off the shoes. It's not just common practice. As well as people from any service, absolutely any. Okay, we just don't ask them to do it. It's not common. Okay, next question. Just a sec. Would you like to have any of the things mentioned in your house? If so, why? So the thing that caught my attention was this. So brasero, a kind of electric heater that you place under the table. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It seems interesting to me, though I don't have veranda. I don't have terrace, any house, apparently. But if I do have, no, when I have it, I want to have this versatile thing. At least try. Why not? What something else I remember? This. No, nothing else. By a letter, no. No. No, nothing else, actually. Nothing else. Next question. Would you like to, sorry, which of the things mentioned do you find the strangest and why? Okay, as I have already said, the strangest thing ever, which I will never ever understand and accept, is the absence of a mixer tab. You have separate corner called tabs, and you can't just leave one thing. It's unimaginable for me, so I will never understand it. And why on earth do people continue having things like that? Why? It's so strange. It's weird. It's odd. What else? The absence of a tab. I'm not that surprised, but still, for me, I think it's uncomfortable. So at times, I love taking a bath. At times, not very often. Sometimes. Some strange things. The absence of fridges is strange to me, just because I've never tried without living without a fridge. Is it possible in Russia? If you only buy and eat like this, you buy, you cook, you eat. That's it. Or you buy ready-made food, okay, some convenience. Only in this case, you won't need any fridge. In other cases, no. For example, now it's the season of, I mean, it's not, it hasn't started, but okay, no, it has. I'm sorry. So now the watermelon and melon season has started in my area. So you can buy a watermelon, take it home, and eat it. But most of the sorry, most of all, I just forgot it. Most of all, I love watermelon taken from a fridge, so that you have this feeling of maybe too cold slice in your mouth, and it's amazing for me. So for me, watermelon associates only with this cold, cold, yeah, with this cold that even you feel your teeth a bit, that is a bit uncomfortable. And how is it possible without a fridge? No way, right? So, okay, next question, final question here. Did any of the things mentioned help you understand these countries better? I think yes. I can say it can give you additional info about an image, yeah, about a country. For example, as it is actually said here, here, right? That in Brazil it's too hot and humid to have a bath. There is no need to have it. They do not experience cold winters or any severe climate, right? So they don't have to. They don't need it. And also, speaking of Spain, it was interesting to know about this basement thing. No, not basement thing. it was interesting to know about basements in Northern Ireland, that they use this basement to live, which is strange for me, as I love looking out of the window, and if you live in the basement, you can't, right? It's true. Here I was caught by a jamonero. Yeah. So a special thing that holds meat in place while you slice it, it means, I think, that they are fond of meat and they eat meat every day. And so what you do every day, you want to harmonize, yeah, and you want to make the process perfect, right, and absolutely comfortable. So you start perfection in it, right? And finally, you come to inventing such things as jamonera that will help you live your comfortable life, your most comfortable life, right? So in this case, yeah, it was interesting. Nothing else. Okay. Now we read the article again. I don't think we need it. Match each of the following to the people in the article. Okay, let's just remember their names, all right? So in R, let's say Jim, Kasia, and Ed. Okay. Jim, Kasia, and Ed. For me, just to remember. Let's see. So which person gets a puzzled reaction when they explain where they lived before? I don't remember. Puzzled? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have I got it right? Gets a puzzled reaction when they explain where they lived before you. Here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. Let me just skip it. I can't get it. Which person initially felt slightly restricted in the kitchen? Restricted. If I get it right, and I think I do. Restricted, sorry. Limited, especially by official. Where was it? I'm sorry. Kettles in the kitchen. No. Maybe, yeah, maybe here. I mean, this, you can't use hot and cold water properly, right? Maybe it's about in half. I don't know. Or anyone else here. Equipment. It does not limit your opportunities. Yeah, it just vice versa broadens what you can or can't do, right? No, no. Restricted, limited, yeah, by official rule. Maybe it has some other meaning. Limited in amount or range. So not a great variety of what you can do, right? Right. So then, yeah. Maybe it's unusual to not to have fridges. Okay, let it be which person is deprived of a luxury they used to enjoy? I struggle with this exercise, I think. Is a mixer tab considered a luxury? Where, who was deprived? Maybe it's just for me. I mean, the questions are formulated the way I just can't get it right now. I don't know. Let me leave this exercise for the next time. Okay, I'm sorry for that, but I have to do it. Otherwise, it would be just a torture for me now, both for you and for me. Okay, so I hope next time I'll be in better mood. Take care. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for learning English. Okay, take care again. Thanks for watching and goodbye.